Alright, hello everybody, this is Ep1. We are doing the Buffalo Chicken Challenge from the Tennessee Farmer. So we're on the Silver Lake map here, and the challenge is that we have to have $2 million in profit, 1,000 chickens, 500 cattle, and 500 buffalo. We can lease. We've got to have a dairy. We can't have any government signs or cheapy silos. This is start from scratch, sort of. So we were on start from scratch, and we ended up on this map. They give you a bunch of equipment. So we had to make sure we went through, sold all that equipment off, and then got our money back down to $200,000, and then this is what we start out with sleeping with a tent. So if we go in here and look, we have $250,000 loan, no vehicles, no hand tools, no nothing. So the challenge, like I say, it's going to be interesting. Seems like a lot of fun. Excuse me. So we're going to go through and start working on this challenge a little bit. And I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do. We were instructed per the directions. We bought field 31, 27, and 21. So if we visit these fields, you can see we got green beans here. We come up here. We've got peas growing here. Neither one of those am I interested in harvesting. So that's something we're going to have to deal with. Now field 31, look at that. That is just trees everywhere. Now these trees are not, they do not look like they're going to make good logs to take and sell. So we're definitely going to have to do something different with that. And so my original thought was we could take the ferry and roll over. That might be an option, because the ferry's right here and it goes right here, and then the sell point's actually up here somewhere. Or we could come up to here and kind of use the train bridge to go across. But I think we're going to stick with the ferry. I think that's my main thought right now. So so we've got a lot of work to do. A lot of things that we probably need to try and get done here. So we'll go ahead and start. Now, the 1,000 chickens, that I'm going to see, this is 17 acres here. So if we look here, we got 16.69 acres. Now I intend to make all this barley, just FYI. And we're going to put a silo up, and we're going to dump it all in there, and we're going to put chickens beside it, beside the silo, and hopefully that'll be enough barley for the chickens. That's going to be about, if I figure it up, so that's going to be about 5,000 a month, which is going to come out to be 60,000 a year. So that's kind of where we have to see where we're going to be at. And really, we may have to buy this field and this field. But you can see, even with both those fields, we're still only talking another 100,000, which shouldn't be too bad. Up here, I'm actually going to, my plan is to get a plow and kind of corner this off a little bit and make this all one big grass field. And from there, we'll be able to get buffalo and cattle and be able to make hay and TMR and get that sorted out. So First things first, let's go back into construction because we're going to build a production to start with. Now we're just going to build the small one. I think. I don't have anything else crazy. But the trees on their own are not really going to be worth much. So, what we'll do is, we'll go down. Oh, did I just place it? Oh. And that's what you get sometimes for doing dumb stuff. So, let's back out for a second. Let's enter demolition mode because that is not what I wanted to do. Alright. So, I want to put it right here on this corner. I want to spin it around. That's better. Alright. So we'll start there, and that'll give us a good area for production. And then we're going to go back over here. Let's look at medium tractors. And the AgroStar, 230 horsepower for $89,000. Let's see what tires we want to put on this. I think the BKTs. Got our license plate. We're just going to buy this. Alright. Back out. Now, we'll need a front loader for it. Which I don't think... Oh, that would have been a better option, huh? So we've got 74,000. So let's go ahead. We'll get the Warrior. 126 horsepower. Let's see how much this will be. The Nokia and tile, front loader attacher, quickie. We'll leave that all the same. 55,000. Let's go ahead and buy this one. And then one of the other things we'll do, we'll come back over here to vehicles. And let's sell. Yep, we're going to lose a little money on that, but that's alright. Sometimes you make mistakes. And you just got to go with it. In the long run, I don't see that being our biggest mistake. So, let's get some pallet forks. Alright. And I'm not a huge fan of just cutting down a bunch of trees. However, in this instance, I think we're going to have to do some tree cutting. So let's scroll down here. Let's get a winch. Now we can lease things, so that's a plus for us. So we'll also go up here and let's look at our tractor real quick. So we're looking at, we need to go into our settings real quick because we're going to need that automatic engine stop. Let's get this set up. And I'm I believe, yeah, we're on normal economy. So let's take a look at our vehicle. 143 horsepower. So we know that we're going to have a cedar and the gold standard there, the solid stand 1500. So that's going to be 49,000. And what about a cultivator? Two 40, 180, 200, 300, 190, 440. And we get up to the big boys. So it looks like this one's going to be the one that we're going to pick. 4 meters. So we'll get this one. That's 4 meters. How big is that one? 3. Yeah. And then this one is 150 horsepower. 4 meters still though. So until we can upgrade, that'll be alright. We'll get that one. And then we'll back up and let's look at cedars now. So we got 74,000, 110, and then it just skyrockets, right? So we'll have to look at this one. We're going to change our color. Let's go with red. We're not. And we do want the fertilizer distribution unit on it. So that's 49,000 or 54,000. So, alright. So, you can see where we're at now. You can see our game plan kind of coming together and what we're going to be doing. So, oh, you know what? It's going to be awful hard to move them pallet forks if we don't get a front loader, huh? Alright, we got 11.9 left. So let's back up here real quick. Go in. Attach that. Attach that. Let's raise this up. Alright. Then the next thing we'll need to do is get our Alright, now we got everything hooked up. So if we go into our map and look, so we got field 21 here. So we're going to go up, drop off all the other stuff, and then come back to field 21. If we look at, see here, so we can plant barley in September, and we're going to do that for the chickens. So we've got a month to kind of do some stuff. It's already 10 o'clock. So that $250,000 loan will eat away at our money a little bit, but it will not be that bad. once we get rolling here a little bit on some trees and whatnot. So, let's see here. Let's drop that off. Over here, yeah. And keep rolling this down. And let's go with, let's see here. We'll drop that off. And we'll roll down here. So we're going to go back down to our field down here, which I believe is over here. Let's check it out and make sure. It's the first time I played on this map, so still gotta learn where everything's at. So we're gonna start cutting down trees. We'll get we can do leasing, so that'll help out a lot. Because when we come into harvesting season, we're definitely going to need to lease a harvester, at least for the first season or two. Just get everything up and running. And then, realistically, because of everything we got going on, we really don't need anything more than the Massey Ferguson for a while, I think. You can see we have crop destruction on. That's something I've been trying to play more with here lately. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this. I'm not going to make you guys watch this. Just kind of wanted to jump in and start the challenge out, let you know I was going to be a part of it. Like I said, so the Buffalo Chicken Challenge, it's by the Tennessee Farmer. I'll link his channel, his video for that down in the description. So we have to start from scratch with a $250,000 loan and $200,000 in the bank and a tent. You buy fields 31, 21, and 27. We can do contracts, but we're limited to 3 per in-game month. So even though if we do 3-day months, we can only do 1 a day. If we look at the contracts, though, we go down here, there's a few, like this fertilizing, though, this hoeing would be alright. So there's a few over here and here that are going to happen, but the contracts are not really just going to help us get a little bit of a boost. They're not going to really help drive us forward. We have to have 1,000 chickens, 500 cattle, and 500 buffalo. We can't do another loan until the original one's paid off. We have to have a dairy, which, I mean, that's going to be awesome anyway. No government signs or items that get you money real quick. No cheapy silos, so nothing where you can buy, say, just truckloads of grain at a really cheap price and then go sell them for more. Buy it at the lowest point and then hold on to it and go sell it for more. You have to actually harvest it. So other than that, there's not really a whole lot of other restrictions. So we're going to use our fermenting silo, and by the time we get that going, I think we'll be in good shape. We're going to get this plowed, and we're going to start going from there. if you look there, then we're gonna. So, anything else that any questions you guys have, please go watch his video. He explains it out there. And the Tennessee farmer, watch his video, join the challenge. I think it's going to be a fun little challenge. I'm going to add this in and be doing this. Probably just give update videos on this one instead of coming in, because I am doing the live stream challenge on Palinky, where I am trying to buy the map. Every piece of property on the map I'm trying to buy. So we've started streaming it, and we're doing pretty good. We got up to $50,000 to start, so we're going to continue on with that, and hopefully we can get a little further. Once we get about 200,000 on there, we'll be in good shape. But for this challenge, this is the Buffalo Chicken Challenge, Chicken Buffalo Challenge. We have chickens and buffaloes, so almost like we're going to start a chain of restaurants by the time we all get done doing it. So it'll be a lot of fun, I think, and it'll be good to follow along with him and all the other people who are doing the challenge, and just seeing where everybody's at. So this is Ep1. Thanks for coming along. This is kind of just a basic setup video to tell you what the challenge is and what my basic plans are for it, and from there we'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much for coming by and checking it out, and we'll see you in the next one.